Today on Outdoor Alabama, Alabama turkeys haven't always been so plentiful. We'll show you what the Alabama Department of Conservation has done to help. Then we'll follow Tony Reynolds on a difficult 5-day turkey hunt. After that, we go into the wild kitchen for some great turkey recipes. And finally, we'll show you what you can do to help protect our non-game wildlife population. So don't touch that remote. Outdoor Alabama starts right now.
The Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources Foundation presents Outdoor Alabama.
Welcome to Outdoor Alabama. I'm Kevin Dodd. On today's show, we're talking turkey. That is everything you ever wanted to know about turkeys. You know, Alabama's turkey population wasn't always as abundant as it is today, and the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources has been instrumental in the survival of these birds. In the early 1900s, loss of suitable habitat and uncontrolled hunting threatened the very existence of turkeys in the state. At that time, there were approximately 1,200 wild turkeys in Alabama, primarily in the southwestern counties of Baldwin, Choctaw, Clark, Sumter, and Washington. Fast forward to the present, Alabama now has a turkey population approaching 500,000 birds. How is that possible? The Conservation Department's Wildlife and Freshwater Fisheries Division implemented a program back in 1943 to trap and transfer wild turkeys, not pen-raised birds, to suitable habitat in various areas throughout the state. Using several types of traps, they successfully captured mature birds and moved them to establish breeding populations in new areas. Development of the cannon net technique proved to be the most easily handled and efficient method of capture, one that is still in use today when it becomes necessary to capture and move turkeys, geese, or other ground-feeding birds. While the Conservation Department's program was helping the turkey population grow, the effects were not immediately seen by hunters.
In those days, with the season of the length that it was in, if you heard a turkey gobble, the hunt was a success. You very carefully, because there were not all that many, you very carefully stepped on and wiped out every turkey track you found in the woods so nobody else could see it. If you did hear one gobble, after he had gobbled one time, you sat there and said, "Hush, hush, I don't want you to gobble anymore," because you didn't want anybody else to hear it. There would be 4 or 5 worn-out old crocs who were turkey hunters, and that's all. They wouldn't tell you anything. The only advice they'd give you would be bad advice that they had dedicated themselves to giving to stop young folks from hunting turkeys and hopefully to keep them from killing any. It's a wonder, it is a terrible wonder that any of us ever learned to do it with the kind of help that we had from these folks who were dedicated to be a hindrance rather than a help. There is a substantial difference between what went on then and what goes on now. And of course, it's all for the better. The good old days are right this minute.
Now that we've talked about their comeback, let's learn a little about the obstacles they face in reproducing. Wild turkeys normally breed in late March to mid-May. An average nest, or clutch, consists of 10 to 12 eggs, laid one a day over a 2-week period. The hen then incubates the eggs for about 28 days, leaving the nest only for short periods to feed or drink. The ground nests are often destroyed by predators or abandoned before the clutch can hatch. Poults, or young turkeys, leave the nest within a day of hatching and must begin feeding themselves. About half of the poults die within the first 4 weeks when they are unable to fly to escape predators. Turkeys are interesting creatures. They spend most of their time on the ground, though they typically roost in large trees at night. When alarmed, wild turkeys can run at speeds up to 30 miles per hour. Even though they prefer to walk, they are capable of flying relatively short distances at speeds up to 55 miles per hour, and they can glide for hundreds of yards. Wild turkey males gobble and strut to attract hens for mating. This behavior is fascinating to witness and anticipated by turkey hunters as they imitate the hen's voice to call the toms into close range. Alabama turkey hunters now harvest an average of 60,000 gobblers per year. Thanks to the efforts of biologists and others in the Wildlife and Freshwater Fisheries Division, as well as numerous landowners, the restocking program has successfully increased the population to the abundance we have today. This is one of the many success stories made possible by those who purchase a hunting license. Coming up, we're going into the wild kitchen for some great recipes. But first, if you thought turkey hunting was easy, think again.
A good forest fire? Actually, yes. Prescribed burning of forest mimics natural fire in the woods and reduces the risk of uncontrolled fire. It improves wildlife habitat by removing thick vegetative growth that prevents some species from utilizing an area. Private landowners that responsibly manage their land help assure that we will have healthy wildlife populations and healthy forests forever. This message brought to you by the Alabama Forest Forever Foundation.
Action, Mickey.
So, the Remove Our Rivers program cleaned up all the trash, huh?
Cut. It's Renew Our Rivers, not Remove Our Rivers. Okay.
So, the Redo Our Rivers program
Cut.
cleaned up...
It's Renew Our Rivers.
That's what I said.
You said redo.
Going again.
Yeah, I need to take...
Not everyone gets it right 100% of the time, but some of us come pretty close. 99.9% reliability. Alabama Power, always on.
Let's talk about computerized phone numbers. Let's talk about being stuck on hold for 20 minutes. Let's talk about forgetting all of that. Let's talk about a real person that picks up the phone and knows you by name. Let's talk about a relationship.
Alabama's Forever Wild program has acquired and protected over 130,000 acres of habitat, protecting Alabama's unique heritage of plants, animals, rivers, and streams. From the walls of Jericho to the Mobile-Tensaw Delta, take the opportunity to visit your public lands. Purchase a Forever Wild car tag and help protect more land. To learn more, call your local probate office or visit our website at alabamaforeverwild.com.
Turkey hunting is one of those activities that's a lot of fun, but also requires a lot of work and a lot of patience. As you're about to see in this next adventure, Tony Reynolds gives credence to that old adage, if at first you don't succeed. This morning is Tony's 5th day on the hunt. It's been a long, grueling venture, enduring the chilly weather of early spring and even through rain showers. He's heard several turkeys, but he hasn't been able to set up a shot. Still, he's determined to find one of those elusive Alabama longbeards.
All right, we just set up here on a row bed that's been planted. Some thin pines. We got turkey dancers about 500 yards this way. They've been seeing some birds in this area. The guy that we're with, his mother's a mail lady, so she travels a lot. She sees these birds up here every afternoon, so they've been doing that every morning. So we decided to try a new place. So hopefully they'll, on this place here, they hadn't been bothered, hadn't been called to, so we're going to hunt them real easy and just take our time and camp out. So hopefully we can get them up here to check out the decoys and feed on this row bed. No, I ain't got mine. Just you ain't got a call. He sees them decoys, Bubba. Okay, he's coming. I got pine trees right there. Yeah, he did. ahead and take him. Got him. That's it, buddy. 5 days, buddy. 5 days, buddy. 5 days. We set up, got an old box call out, and I hit the box call 3 or 4 times, and he cut me off each time. And he came up through here, and he strutted, but he had about 10 hens with him. But the hens was over there, and he came away from the hens. I pulled him, believe it or not, away from the hens. He came all the way, strutted all the way up to us, and he just lost all interest in nothing but them decoys, and he was coming out here spinning his thing. But I was afraid he was going to get back to those hens, so I took him before he got down to the decoys. And one other thing is what happened to us is we've had 5 days of hard hunting, and what helped us was that Ms. Buck letting us know that she had seen these turkeys. So always remember to listen to what people say where they see turkeys and all, because if you've got that's some of the best reconnaissance you can have right there, the information of other people seeing them. Sight's better than sign any day. So thank God for another beautiful day in the outdoors.
The local mail carrier provided Tony with a valuable tip. Looks like the post office delivers more than just the mail. It just goes to show you that valuable hunting tips can come from just about anywhere. Next on Outdoor Alabama, we're cooking up a storm in the wild kitchen with Virginia Whitfield. And later, we'll show you how important you are to the management of Alabama's wildlife.
Outdoor Alabama, the magazine. Discover the wonder by subscribing today. Everything you need to know at OutdoorAlabama.com.
Hi there.
Well, Virginia, I am glad we're here today. I've been looking forward to this segment because we're going to talk about wild turkey from the field to the table. Real emphasis on the table. And we've got for today some turkey kebabs and whole smoked turkey, and you're going to show us how to do that, right?
Well, I think you're the pro injector here, but the neat thing about this before we ever get rolling here is to explain one thing. This is a great deal because your wild turkey from Alabama and your beautiful outdoors, no preservatives and no hormones. So you know that what you're eating is healthy. And when you put this bird in that smoker, you're going to inject it for multiple reasons, taste as well as to keep it moist. And you have got a great marinade
Made up a
set
little
up
lemon
here.
pepper marinade, added some extra virgin olive oil. Got to be a little heart smart here. Why don't I get started on the injection?
You get started on that.
About the seasoning.
And one of the reasons we use the olive oil too is to, again, to keep that moisture in your bird because it's going to be in there 3 to 4 hours, maybe more, depending on the size. And when you get all that in there, you're going to also probably rub the top of your turkey, maybe a little bit of water, a little bit of olive oil, and that will give you something for your rubbing to stick to, and it will also help you keep it moist. And let's do this. Now, you can do this however you like it. If you want it hot and Cajun-y or whatever.
I like a little more pepper in mine.
Well, okay, then we'll put a little bit of we got some peppers in here.
Now this
We've got
has
all kinds of spices.
Wild turkey and chicken are very similar in that lemon pepper is a really good spice to add to it.
Yeah, it's a
I like a
complimentary.
little Cajun kick in mine too.
So
Let me turn this
for
over
you,
a little bit of pepper.
okay.
To it. Okay.
We'll add a little bit of this, and this is a 6 pepper.
And
you know what?
This down.
Let me tell you something. This looks heavy, but honestly, folks, it really isn't. So don't go lightly. Go ahead and rub it in.
All right, let me turn
get it all
over.
through there.
Let me turn it over, and you get a little on this side now.
And also now there are a lot of folks that like a little garlic on theirs. If that's the way you like it, then you fix it that way. You want to flip them on over? Ooh, what a beautiful breast. Yeah, and somebody went out and worked hard to shoot this in our gorgeous, gorgeous outdoors Alabama too. And you can do, if you want to make a little more hot, you can you can take a little of that hot sauce and toss that on there and rub that in.
I mix that sometimes in my marinade.
Yeah.
It's really good on the outside too.
It's good stuff.
I think this bird's pretty close to ready.
He's looking good.
Over.
Now, after that, you're going to just put him in your smoker.
Slide him in. We've got it cooking right at 300 degrees right now.
And Jerry, you were saying if you have a 15, 16 pound bird, about how many hours do you allot?
I'm going to cook this bird about at least 4 hours.
Okay.
I'm cooking at 300, just 275 to 300, and I like to just watch it.
Okay.
You can take a temperature thermometer and watch that.
Put your meat thermometer in. That's a good idea because you want to be safe.
That's right.
Now, look
we've got some
this.
time. That bird will be ready this afternoon. This is
We're
lunch.
going to be waiting on that.
All right.
This, overnight now, this has been marinating right here. And Jerry came up with something real good here. Tell me what all you put in here.
We have mesquite and a lime juice marinade.
Okay.
And we've got the breast meat cubed down and cut away all the sinew, the connective tissue. So we've got just really good boneless breast meat there. And
filet of turkey.
That's
filet of wild turkey.
And we have some fresh homegrown vegetables from around the area.
Ooh, we went out, we stopped and got some tomatoes that the farmers have grown, and bell peppers and fresh corn.
All right, I'm hungry. Let's get this going.
Okay, we had put together a couple, but let us do one while we're doing this. Okay, and I'll hand you the skewer. I'm going to hand you the stuff.
Now, I tend to like a lot of bell pepper too.
Okay.
So I go light on the onion and heavy on the bell pepper.
Okay.
I don't care.
Let's give you a different color because this, you know, if it looks pretty, it tastes better, I swear.
Okay.
Okay? That's a woman's way of thinking to all you hunters out there. And we added, like you said, citrus is good. So we've got a little lemon on this kebab too. And then what you'll do is just come down and use different colors, alternate your colors, so that you've got something pretty to take to the table. There you go.
There we go. A little tomato.
Ooh, this is good looking.
Oh yeah.
That looks great.
Okay.
Put that on there. And let me give you also another thing to be looking for when you're doing this. When you put these on, when you get to your end, we're going to do one more piece of turkey. Okay, there you go.
Okay. That's it.
Some of your bell peppers have this little cup. Make sure you use those on the end because they will snuggle right up to that turkey and get it done for you.
All right, let's get these on the grill.
This is going to go on this grill. And let me help you out there.
Get these started.
And we had one on there, and oh, does that look good.
Now, how do we want to season this? We can individualize this.
Okay.
And I've already told you, I like mine with plenty of pepper.
You like the hot
stuff. I
stuff.
like a little bit of hot sauce.
All right. We can also base this with what we marinated it in as we go so it stays moist. And then if you wanted to, you could come back in and you could put whatever seasoning you like. It's a custom thing. You fix it the way you like it and play around with it, and you'll find different things that appeal to you and your family more. And that is going to be cooking on the grill.
Go ahead and season this just a little bit.
Going to be good. All right, let's put a little citrus on it, okay?
A little lemon citrus on one, and I want to try some Creole seasoning on one. This one right here.
I wish everybody could smell this. Oh.
The anticipation is worth the wait, though. Now, the meat should be moist because, again, I also added a little bit of olive oil in the marinade. It should have plenty of moisture in the meat, but we'll watch this, cooking it at medium heat.
So we don't overcook it. This won't take more than 6-7 minutes, and you'll probably turn it once, maybe twice.
I will turn it generally about, I'll try not to cook it on 4 sides, probably 2 sides, maybe a third, and then it's ready to come off.
This is going to be so good. I can't wait till we get our finished product. I'm ready. Are you?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, let's get these recipes out.
We are getting ready, folks, to have the fruits of our labor from the hunter to the table. Here we are.
All right, Virginia, we've
Jerry,
got turkey. I'm going to let you be
good?
slicing on that, and I'm going to get the kebabs out.
Ooh, okay. We are cooking here.
Oh.
This is some smoked turkey. And just to think you shot it yourself. See, that's the beauty of all this.
This is what I've been waiting for right here. Look at that. Look at that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Now, that's the extra spicy one, so.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, Virginia, I really appreciate you sharing the recipes with us today. I know that we've enjoyed through the years enjoying wild game, fish, deer, turkeys. I'm really looking forward to going home trying these myself.
Well, we'll do it. There's nothing better. Bring it from the field to the table, like you said. And if you want our recipes, just go to outdooralabama.com and you can get these. And there's nothing better than cooking what you caught or killed.
I'm ready to eat this. I get the extra hot and spicy one right there.
Alabama has such abundant wildlife, and after the break, we'll show you how you can help keep it that way. Alabama is known for great hunting, but very few people realize that this luxury just doesn't happen on its own. It takes financial resources for the Department of Conservation to maintain its programs, which restore, manage, and protect our wildlife. And here in Alabama, that happens without any assistance from the state's general fund. Approximately $8.5 million are collected from the sale of Alabama hunting licenses each year. The majority of that money is used for enforcement of laws and regulations necessary to protect the wildlife resources. Some of the money is used as matching funds required to receive federal assistance funding for restoring and managing the wildlife. The license fees also fund the operation of 34 wildlife management areas and the public shooting ranges, as well as the Hunter Education Program, which teaches safe, responsible hunting skills in order to reduce accidents associated with hunting. Alabama's non-game wildlife program is also supported by hunting license sales. Thanks to hunters, the comeback programs for the bald eagle, osprey, and bluebirds have been successful. Other non-hunted wild animals such as songbirds, bats, lizards, frogs, and salamanders also benefit from license fees. Technical guidance programs provide information to private landowners, corporations, and government agencies concerning improvement of wildlife populations on land they manage and methods for avoiding or alleviating damage that could result from their activities. Habitat enhancements as a result of these programs helped restore deer, turkey, wood ducks, and other wildlife populations throughout the state. Even more amazing is that these programs and services, along with many others, have all been made possible without a license fee increase since 1989. Those of us who enjoy watching wildlife can take an active role in their conservation. Even if you don't hunt or fish, you can support these programs by buying a hunting or fishing license. There's also a non-game checkoff on your state income tax form. You can donate all or a part of your refund to help Alabama's non-game species. It's a small price to pay to help ensure that future generations will also have the opportunity to enjoy our wildlife resources. Visit outdooralabama.com for the quickest and easiest way to purchase or renew your license online. Our time is gone for today. Be sure to join us again next week for more adventures here in Outdoor Alabama.
Outdoor Alabama has been brought to you by Alabama Power, a Southern company, Alpha and the Alabama Farmers Federation, Auburn University School of Forestry and Wildlife Sciences, the Alabama Bureau of Tourism and Travel,